Thirsty Thursday, and I'm finally back home. In case you didn't see, last week I was in Mexico. So for Thirsty Thursday today, I have my soul. I'm like pretending like I'm still on my beach vacation, even though I'm not. So that's what's going on over here. I'm going to get this pulled up and make sure I'm actually live in the group. Yes, I am. Okay. So today I want to talk about cleaning your shit out. So I'm probably not the first person you've heard talking about this because it's like all over everything lately. I'm sure you've seen it. The Marie Kondo stuff, the Tidying Up show on Netflix, everyone's talking about it right now. And that's because it's freaking amazing. So I've been, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Netflix and check it out. But it's based on her book that she wrote, like The Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up or something like that. Hi, Dana. The Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up or whatever. And now it's the Netflix show. So pretty much the whole internet has been talking about it lately. So I'm not the first one. I'm so glad you're here, Dana. I haven't seen you in a while. Awesome. But yeah, so we're talking about like cleaning out your shit and how it can make you more money. So, I've been like cleaning out everything ever since I started watching that show. So my office was actually my first step. I like organized a whole bunch of stuff. I'm still kind of in the process of it. You can see some extra crap sitting on my shelves that's not usually there, but I like have a file cabinet over here where I made custom like labels for each of my fancy file folders, so they're all perfectly organized and like all my books are organized, and I threw away so much crap, like just crap that I hadn't touched. So I've been doing that. Aside from my office, I've been doing literally my entire house. So I don't want to get overwhelmed. So I've been going like room by room, kind of following the system that she talks about in the show and, you know, and in the book. And today I cleaned out the entire kitchen before we got new groceries, and I threw away so much stuff from my kitchen. And it's just been freaking amazing. Amber! I love Amber. Brand twins. So cleaning out your shit though. So I want to talk about everybody, like, you know, surely everybody's cleaned stuff out before, right? Like donating clothes, cleaning out your closet, or cleaning out all the shit under the bathroom sink that you never use, you know? I love cleaning, but I always worry I'm going to throw away something I may need later. Yes, Dana. Oh my gosh. I did that like 10 times while I was going through the kitchen. I was like, am I gonna eat this oatmeal? Really? It's been sitting up here for like 6 months and it's got like 2 more weeks before it actually expires. I just threw it away though. So Dana, have you watched the show that I was talking about on Netflix, the Marie Kondo show? Her whole philosophy is like, before you throw anything away, she wants you to actually like pick it up and hold it in your hands and decide if it sparks joy. So my husband is like so not into anything like that. Like he was making fun of it while we were watching it, but I don't care. I love it. He basically, he called it like Japanese hippie hoarders is what he called that show, which was hilarious, but it kind of is, but I love it. So she wants you to like hold everything and see if it sparks joy. That works, you know, obviously better with like clothes than it does with oatmeal in your pantry, but you get the point. So that's kind of how I went through that process. So I'm not too worried about throwing stuff away, like making sure you actually are going to need it. So I did get sun. My face is all red, Amber. Like my face is, I also don't have makeup on, so that makes it worse, but I'm rocking my Jurassic Park today, and you missed the beginning too, Amber. I got my soul though. I'm pretending like I'm still in Mexico. So purge, yes. Ain't nobody got time for shows. So I have a Netflix addiction for real. I watch shows all the time while I'm working. So I have my TV over here and I just kind of listen to them while I'm working on stuff. Because I can't not watch things. I'm like addicted. Sorry, my foot's asleep. Some friends I could throw away. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Dana, because that's actually like one of the things I wanted to talk about. So obviously the show is amazing and it's talking about physical things in your house, but like cleaning out your shit. I named it like that on purpose. So obviously we're talking about physical things. If you got shit all over your desk, it's really hard to concentrate. If you got shit in the bathroom counters, there can be shit everywhere, right? But I want to talk about more than just that. I want to talk about like energetic shit that you need to clear out too. So friends is a great example. I have some random family members that I've had to put up some more boundaries with recently. It's crazy though, like how much stuff like that just sucks all of your energy out, whether it's physical stuff or whether it's, you know, people sucking all of your energy. But just this whole process of clearing everything out just makes you, at least me and you know, other people that I hear saying, just makes you feel like ready to jump back in and to dive back in and just be really excited about stuff again. I know, like, when my office is a hot mess, I open the door and I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to go in there. I don't want to do anything today because it's just overwhelming, all of the crap that you have to do, right? So just this whole entire process, it seriously, like, makes you more money. I know that sounds so crazy to say, just like cleaning up things, but especially the other side of it, like you were just talking about, Dana, especially that other side where clearing out like people that are sucking that energy. And it can even be stuff like software systems that you're not using that are like, you can like clean out stuff like that and just make money back. Like there could be so many things that you have on auto draft that you're not using, right? That just suck money out of your account without you even noticing it sometimes. So cleaning up literally everything like that. So my list that I've been going through is my physical house. So I'm trying to do, is it like one room a day? I started with my office since that's where I need to be working most of the time. Sometimes I go in the living room and cuddle up in a big blanket cocoon on the couch and work in there. Sometimes I just need to do that for whatever reason. But I started with my office, then kind of going room by room, and then I've kind of switched over into my business stuff. So that's the next thing on the list for me is like going through all of the systems that I'm using and make sure they're sparking joy in their own way. Like, are they really actually helping me, or is there a better way to do it? Or, you know, am I wasting money on this? Or maybe if I spend money on something else that would spark more joy, would it save me money in the long run? And then, like I said, the people one, I feel like should be a constant thing that we are going through and you know, purging any kind of negative energy coming from people around you. Like Amber said, ain't nobody got time for TV. Like, ain't nobody got time for negative people in their life. I'll throw that in because I can make time for TV. But so that one I really feel like should be kind of an ongoing process, and it can be like actual people that you know. We already talked about like friends and family, and you know, people that just don't get it. Like that doesn't mean that you have to cut them out of your life completely and like never speak to them again. But you can totally set up like boundaries around your business. You're like, hey, I love you, but this is not, you know, a good thing for us to be talking about. Let's just like talk about, you know, sports or whatever it is you talk about outside of your business, and just kind of put up that boundary that way. So it can be the actual people that you know. It can also be like Instagram. I purged my Instagram and I deleted I unfollowed a ton of people that were not sparking joy for me on Instagram. So I have more of an issue with that than I do with Facebook. Like, I've deleted a bunch of friends off Facebook before too, but in reality, I don't personally know a lot of my Facebook friends, but I know a lot of my Instagram friends, and then even like super famous celebrities that I don't actually know. Like, if it doesn't bring you joy, don't follow them. Like, you know, those, like, I love all of the like body positive stuff on Instagram now. I love following that, but then occasionally there's like stuff that just makes you feel like crap for eating Cheetos. Like, you know what I mean? So I like unfollowed a whole bunch of that stuff on Instagram. Anything that doesn't spark joy. So that's kind of that next step. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about purging and cleaning out is email subscriptions. So I don't know about you guys, but I have subscribed to 80 bajillion lists probably in the past for other business owners, and, you know, signing up for freebies and then I stay on their list or whatever. I have like a monthly conscious habit, like a monthly habit where I like sit down and look at all of the emails that I'm getting in my inbox and make sure that I actually want to be subscribed to all of them. So on my email list, if you're on my email list, I always make it really, really easy to unsubscribe. I mean, legally, you have to, it's on there anyway at the bottom, but I actually added an extra thing at the top too. That says like, hey, I really want you here. I love having you on my email list, but if you don't want to be here, peace out. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what it says. I forget, but something like that. Like, and I really, really encourage everyone to actually do that. Like, if somebody, you know, is emailing you and maybe you love them, like maybe you love following them on Instagram, but they just send too many emails and you're not interested in working with them right now, it's totally okay to unsubscribe from people. Like, it's totally okay. So I feel like that's a huge one. But this whole process, though, just clearing out the physical shit and the energy shit. I'm going to keep saying shit because that's what I titled it. But clearing out all of this stuff just opens you up to bring in new stuff, right? And that's more of that, what did I say my husband called it? Like Japanese hippie hoarders is what he called the show. This isn't really Japanese. This is like that manifesting side that I'm usually not talking about this stuff because I'm not super into all of that stuff. Not that I don't believe that it's possible. I just haven't, I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way. It's my sage archetype coming out. I'm very analytical and practical, and I'm so intrigued by that though. But anyway, it's so true. Like, whether I can articulate what I believe or not, it's so true that when you just drop all the other stuff that's weighing you down, you're just so much more free and open to bring in new things that spark joy. As Marie Kondo says, everything that should spark joy that's in your life, no matter what form it comes in. So that's my point for today. Me and my soul, pretending that we're still in Mexico with my sunburned face. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to read comments. I love comments. LaDonna, hello. I'm so glad you're here. You loved my email. Amber, oh, the one today about Mexico and the crazy timeshare. I loved that one too. I actually have been planning that email since we were in Mexico. As soon as it happened, Casey and I were in the pool, and I was like, Casey, I'm gonna write an email about this sales crap. Like, this is bullshit. So I've been planning that one for a while. So I'm glad it turned out good. I actually have had a way higher reply rate on this email. People are emailing me back saying, oh my gosh, that's happened to me. It sucks so bad. So I'm glad it's resonating with other people. I'm not the only one. Messy offices stress you out. Yes, me too. Everything stresses me out. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to say. So it kind of goes with this whole, like, Marie Kondo's not really like minimalism. She doesn't really advocate like getting rid of everything. She just wants you to only have things that spark joy. So this is kind of more of the minimalism side. This book came out today, or not today, a couple days ago. I actually have had it on pre-order since he first offered it, you know, like 6 months ago, and then I totally forgot. It just showed up in my mailbox when it was, you know, available. I think it was Monday. It's Paul Jarvis, and it's called Company of One, and I'm only a couple chapters in, but it is so good. So I freaking love Paul Jarvis. If you don't know who he is, he talks about making businesses better, not bigger. So Company of One obviously is the name of the book, and he's a total badass. I love him. He has an email list. That's his primary thing that his primary method of communication. He doesn't really do a lot on social media, but he sends out a newsletter every Sunday. It's called Sunday Dispatches, and you know, we're talking about unsubscribing from things. His is one that I read religiously every Sunday because it is so, so good. And this book comes out. So if you're like, I get tired of people saying that you have to grow and you have to scale and you have to do all these things and hire all these team members and do all this elaborate stuff. But for me, it's like, that's not my goal. That's not my end goal. My end goal is to, you know, make however much money I need to make to be able to do the things I want to do. And I don't want to scale huge where I have to hire a whole bunch of people. And that's exactly what this is talking about. It talks about how to build your business better, not bigger. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend this book. Like I said, I'm not even through it yet, but he is amazing. Everything he writes is amazing. So I did want to bring that up because it kind of goes with my theme. Okay, back to comments. You literally got my own family out so much this year. Yes, Amber, I have done that too. Again, brand twins. I feel like we're the same person sometimes. I've had to do that a lot this year too. Less with my side of the family and more with my husband's side because they're just like live on a whole different planet. And it's not always like super negative either. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of talking to you, and like it's so this horrible drama thing, but it's just like that little boundary. It's like, okay, let's just not talk about this anymore, you know? Sometimes it's as simple as that. Hopefully there's not a whole bunch of drama that has to come with it, but yeah, it's crazy. Dana purged Facebook, drama complainers that nothing ever makes them happy. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Internet friends are way less dramatic than in real life people on Facebook. Isn't that so crazy? I totally agree though. Like I pretty much have unfollowed everyone that I actually know on Facebook. That's why I was saying my Facebook isn't really an issue, because I literally have pretty much unfollowed everyone that I know. I didn't unfriend them, I just hid all of their stuff because I'm just not interested in the drama. So I'm glad I'm not alone. I kind of want to steal that. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my mind. Yes, Dana. And then now you're just like so much more open and ready to accept new, awesome, good things that spark joy, hopefully. Okay. Will you post the title of the book? Yes, I will. The book is called Company of One by Paul Jarvis. And you can get it on Amazon. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and it showed up in my mailbox the day that it was officially released. So, yeah. I'm sure it's a bit like if you liked, I like audiobooks, and I listen to audiobooks for business stuff, for nonfiction, but I can't do audiobooks for fiction. So I bought all of the Harry Potters on my Kindle while we were in Mexico and started rereading Harry Potter on my Kindle. And then sometimes, you know, for certain things, I like the actual book. I'm weird and I do all three, but I think it's available for everything, whatever you like to do. I don't know if he has read the audiobook, like if you like it when the author reads it. I'm not really sure if he did that or not, but yeah, it's really good. So thank you guys for showing up for Thirsty Thursday, and we will be back for Spotlight Sunday with Spice, and she is a love and intimacy coach. So Spice is awesome. I got to meet her when I was in New York in September, and she's going to come in and share with us all about her love and intimacy coaching and how to manage relationships better and all of that fun stuff. I'm really excited. So I will see you guys then. Yeah, and if you're not on my email list, you should be on my email list, because like Amber said, that email I sent out today was pretty good. Not to brag too much, but it was pretty good. I liked it. So I will see you guys soon, and let me know if you have any questions at all. And let me know if you have purged out any of your stuff either. Like, what have you gone through this process, and like, how awesome was it for you? And what all have you gotten rid of? I would love to hear it. So I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.